So allow the whole weight of your body to be fully supported. So don't hold on to your weight. Release the weight of the body onto the contact areas, the back of the chair, the seat bones, the floor, even the weight of your hands. Let them be fully heavy on wherever they are resting on. And we can start with a little bit of breath awareness. And if we pay attention, breathing has like 4 parts. Allow for a deeper breath, so going all the way into the belly. So there's an inhalation, and then there's a slight pause between inhalation and exhalation. There is a slight pause, a little interval. And then there's exhalation, and there's a slight pause. So if you can, for the first part, really stay for a second or two on full, and then release the air all the way and stay for a second or two on empty. And simply keeping awareness just on the movement of the air, the sensation of the freshness, the sensation of the thoracic cavity, the belly, at the exclusion of anything else. Whatever thoughts come, whatever we ignore, and we keep staying close to the breathing process. It's natural if the mind produces residual thoughts from the day, like catching up with the moment. So we simply see them, but don't get involved. Don't become a taxi to be taken by each thought. We see them and return to watching in detail the body breathing. So we use the breathing awareness as a non-conceptual anchor into the present moment. Now we can switch gears, and instead of focusing such a narrow focus on the breath, now we open the attention like the aperture of a camera, and we are welcoming and noticing the totality of this moment without trying to change or control anything. But we are open to thoughts, images, without getting taken. We are contemplating the experience of having a body, noticing whatever we carry, whatever feelings, sensations in the chest, in the belly, whatever, without trying to change or get rid of anything. We are open to these external sense perceptions as well. They come in the form of like the breeze or the air or the sounds. We are simply being present to the facts, to what is here, allowing also ourselves to chill, to really relax. Almost like we can visualize how all these buttons in our brain, all these functions, they gradually we choose to turn them off. So we turn off temporarily anything to do with planning the future, turn it off. Anything with rehashing of something that happened, we can do this later, we temporarily switch it off. Switching off any sense of trying to make any effort, any striving. Switch it off. It's more like sitting on the beach, nothing to do, watching the waves. So we don't need to go the attention anywhere. We're just resting, and things, phenomena, they pop up in our awareness by themselves. Like a sound catches our attention, or something in the body, or a passing thought. And simply being the witness, and fully allowing everything to be as it is, without drifting in the past or the future though. Noticing this sense of simple, plain emptiness or blackness. The eyes closed, looking straight ahead. Notice this, the background, the screen, in which whatever thoughts they pop up, they appear onto this blank screen, or sensations in the body appear in the same screen. So instead of focusing onto something that appears on a screen, we are watching the whole picture. Whenever we catch ourselves, somehow we might have left what is real, what is now, for some imagining. We can just unhook, return to this sense of just being present. For some of us, if we look into the body, we may feel like peaceful and calm, or don't feel anything, neutral. Or some of us, we may notice perhaps some tightness somewhere, some agitation, some slight discomfort. It's all okay. But if there is any discomfort or tightness or not, how we do that is that we fully welcome it completely. We don't try to change anything. Yet we don't focus into it. It's just part of the global picture. Notice how they are, we can say they are kind of two aspects, two different distinct aspects of our experience. There's this phenomenal aspect, it's like stuff that appears, floats away, disappears. There's the what pops up, thoughts, images, sensations, sounds. And then there's the aspect of that, whatever it is, which is aware of that. Which is what we really are. that which is ever constant, that is present to phenomena. So we are less interested in the phenomena that comes and goes. Be interested, curious about that, whatever it is, which is aware right now. Noticing this sense of unlocalized field of aware silence, like awareing. We can say that the phenomena are the objects, what we observe, and that which perceives them is the subject, what we call I. So the subject is obviously not the object, because the objects, the thoughts, images, sensations, sounds, they are ever changing, they fade. But that which is aware right now is constant. It's the continuity. So here is an exercise I would like to do for a few minutes. So it's for a few minutes we are going to engage in labeling the phenomena. So how it goes is that we have 3 labels. So we are just present like this, relaxed, present, aware as the subject. And then whenever we notice a thought is an image or a picture or in a sound, whenever we notice the thought popping up, we just notice it and then we call it silently in our mind, we say thought, it's a thought. Whenever our attention picks up some sensation or feeling in the body, anything that is a sensation, we notice it and we call it inwardly sensation. And whenever our attention picks up a sound, we call it sound. So basically, what we're going to do is that we are just resting and aware. And it's like a fisherman that is fishing on an icy lake, and then something will pop up, usually like thought or sensation or sound. And we'll just, as soon as it comes, we label it, one of these 3 labels. Now another part is that we don't need to catch them all. We don't need to catch them all. And also, usually they occur several things at the same time. So we don't have to also hunt for them. Don't have to catch them, hunt them. But as soon as something distinct comes up, we just label it. And obviously, this thought, like when you say thought or sensation or sound, this is a thought, but we don't worry about this one. So we can start now. It's more like a game. Don't try too hard. Don't go after them. See how they just pop up. Notice them, label them, just be, see what's next. We allow our attention to have no agenda. And also be open for all these three realms of thought, sensation, or sounds. And these words are obviously a sound. It's interesting to observe the mix. Is it more thoughts, less sensations, or more sensation, less thoughts? Just notice the mix. And we continue for 3 more minutes to simply noticing and a quick label. Okay, at this point we can just stop playing this game. So we stop labeling, yet we continue in the same vein of resting as that which is aware. We are the awareness, simply being present just as before. But the only difference is that no more labeling. And remember to not focus into anything, just noticing this space, inner space, or this aware silence, which was that, which was noticing the different things. And simply now doing nothing special. The only thing is to limit ourselves to just this moment, not go anywhere else in the past or the future. And allow ourselves to rest like a cat, like a conscious cat. Being present to stuff, being present to your own presence. And just as a curiosity, notice how the mix may be different as when we started. Maybe less thoughts, more inner quietness, perhaps not. Notice the state of the body, the state of our energetic feeling body. How is it now as opposed to the beginning? And notice also how there are no problems right now. If there are any problems, it's always connected to some past thought, memory, or some future thought about the future. this thought about the future is based on the past. Notice this spacious, aware silence. Get prepared for, allowing your awareness to open these shutters of the camera, opening the eyelids. And let's just remain the same as we were, effortlessly present. But this time we have a new channel of information coming in for visual perceptions. And you can even, glance around the room like a child. Kids are like that. There are no concepts yet. Like my cat, I take her in my arms, and he doesn't really like it, but he likes that he's looking at a different angle of the house. So the cat is like, so simply perceive without going into memory or labeling. Then, of course, some label may come. You look at something and the mind will say, "Oh yeah, look at that. This reminds me of this or that." So you seem to watch that. We have the capacity to be aware of all this stuff without losing ourselves in thoughts or in visuals.